Los Angeles smoldering as we speak, and the death toll rising as crews work around the clock to contain deadly wildfires sweeping through Southern California. Officials expected to take the podium at any moment now with an update on the horrific fires consuming LA. The Palisades blaze, the largest of the four still raging, growing to nearly 24,000 acres. That's almost twice the size of Manhattan, and it's still just 11% contained. The nearby Eaton fire, just 15% contained, leaving at least 11 people dead in its devastating wake. Take a look at the destruction in Malibu, the ashes of homes along the shoreline now falling into the ocean. More than 14,000 firefighting personnel from multiple states, including Mexico and Canada, helping to beat back the blazes before weather worsens. Authorities now issuing red flag warnings, warning residents to stay away as strong Santa Ana winds spread flames and cause flare-ups. I'm Laura Engel, and this is NewsNation Live. New this morning, Governor Gavin Newsom is signing an executive order to streamline the rebuilding process for homes and businesses, saying, quote, "The executive order I signed today will help cut permitting delays, an important first step in allowing our communities to recover faster and stronger." But there's still more work to be done, as we know. Let's get right to it with NewsNation's Xavier Walton live in Brentwood. Xavier, how are crews handling the blaze there? Your location is a little different from yesterday. You were in a neighborhood, now you're on a hillside.
But this was on fire yesterday. Crews did a great job overhead with an aerial attack, helicopters. And as you can see, now it is burned out. But I want to point you in this direction over here. You're going to see where their efforts were where they were aimed at. You can see that pink there. That's fire retardant, right? And then right at the edge of the cliff, you can see fire crews now sort of assessing what is left over and kind of monitoring for hot spots, if you will. One thing we do want to point out, it's more quiet now than it was even an hour ago, even 2 hours ago. Why is that? Well, the helicopters that were working overnight have now switched out. We were waiting to see if more helicopters are going to be up in the air and focusing on different areas. The one thing I will say, the winds have certainly picked up. I don't know if you can hear it on my mic, but this morning they were whipping up pretty good. And you know, if helicopters, if the winds get too strong, kind of walking along that fire retardant. So that's where we're at right now. Obviously still 11% contained. That's the number that we're seeing. As far as we know, at least there's been significant progress, which is good news. However, I do worry a little bit about the conditions, because if the winds continue to pick up, you might see more flare-ups. But there certainly, Laura, is not a lack of resources, if you will, here along the hillside.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.